Form up because now I'm covering the entire Brave franchise. Every other Friday, I'll be reviewing a Brave anime in chronological order, beginning today with Brave Fighter Exkaiser, an episodic super robot anime from 1990. If you're not a fan of mech, I'll still be reviewing at least 2 other non-mech anime each week. The Brave franchise is a must-watch if you enjoy Transformers, as it's directly connected to its culture. It's basically a spiritual successor taking heavy influence from the original series, which eventually went full circle as post-Beast Wars era Transformers took influence from Brave. In fact, many Brave character designs are unused and reskinned Transformers models that even transform similarly to the toys you might remember. Brave features sentient robots fighting powerful robots and monsters to protect humanity. Brave Fighter Exkaiser follows Kota, an adorable elementary school student, as 2 sets of extraterrestrial spirits inhabit inanimate objects, such as his father's car. These spirits are the heroic space police and the evil Geisters, space pirates searching for treasure. I loved how the Geisters were reskinned G1 Dinobots minus Grimlock, and they totally play up to their trademark stupidity. In Exkaiser, they're treasure hunters with no idea of what treasure is. Instead, they sit around a TV plotting to steal anything someone describes as a treasure. For example, when someone says my mother is a treasure, they go and kidnap their mom believing she's of monetary value. One of my favorite episodes is when they watch a cigarette commercial that describes them as treasures, so now they're stealing smokes. I laughed uncontrollably as the moral hero Exkaiser tries to save tons of cancer sticks from kaiju because stealing is wrong, even if their absence extends their user's lifespan. Ironically, the moral of this episode was an anti-smoking message. Another one of my favorites was when a historic theme park closes due to lack of visitors. The news described it as a cultural treasure as it created fond memories for several generations. The Geisters attempt to steal the entire park by transforming it into a giant monster built out of park rides. Due to its cultural significance, Exkaiser aimed to protect it instead of smashing it into pieces. So instead, Kota rides the roller coaster around the giant's body, locating its weak points. It's just a fun anime all around. I'd say 70% of the anime consists of comical and wholesome adventures similar to this. Additionally, the cast features many characters who bring something unique and enjoyable to the experience. For example, Kota is your typical 8-year-old who's playful yet shy, curious yet timid. Exkaiser is like the perfect father figure for Kota, which is odd because both his father and the guy who's probably his real father are always present. Exkaiser is a mix between the cool aesthetics of Rodimus Prime, the friendly-natured Bumblebee, and the wisdom and leadership of Optimus Prime. Kota and Exkaiser have a heartwarming relationship because he's always there to protect his little buddy and offer advice, yet Exkaiser also needs Kota to explain human culture to him. Kota's mom was my favorite human character because she's comically dumb with amazing luck. She's one of the most reckless drivers in anime, yet because her car is secretly a transformer, she can floor it and remain safe while the kids in the back seat nearly become ill. In a way, she's an extreme stereotype of the carefree, stay-at-home wife who knows nothing of current events and holds on to esoteric religious views. For example, there was a time she tried performing a ritual to stop the rain so she wouldn't have to cancel her plans. I thought she brought a positive and reassuring vibe to the anime. It shows that even if your parents are slow and don't understand you, they still love you, and that no matter how hard your struggles are, everything will be okay. However, I think Osamu might be a fan favorite. Each Brave entry I've seen has a silly uncle character, and I mean that in the Japanese sense because they're not related. Osamu is a journalist working for Kota's father, and he always finds the most creative ways to screw up his projects. I guess he earns a good salary though, considering he goes through about 20 expensive cameras. Of course, Brave Exkaiser isn't without its flaws. My main complaint is its episode balancing. On the positive side, these episodes feel like they're only 15 minutes long due to its eventful plot. First, the story's introduction shows Kota's life with his friends and family. This is followed by the villain's scheming and the ensuing chaos before our heroes intervene. Naturally, this is followed by some intense action as the space police fight the Geisters, or various monsters they've created from inanimate objects. The balancing is inconsistent, and that's okay because some episodes focus more on the story and others focus more on the action. However, our heroes' increasing power means fights need more time to add their trademark animations. It's not that reused animations are inherently wrong. In fact, they're some of the most visually impressive scenes. However, they're used for each hero's entrance, transformation, and finally their ultimate attack. Considering they eventually go from one form to the next, they could have saved time by consolidating. Instead, some story-focused episodes have underwhelming fights due to reused animations occupying half the battle. Likewise, action-focused episodes occasionally detract from the story due to having exciting fights with these animations mixed in, leaving only a few minutes for the story's introduction. Of course, there are many perfectly balanced episodes that are fully enjoyable, but when you're watching a 48-episode anime in 4 days, the weak points tend to become more noticeable. This brings me to my next point. Don't watch the anime in 4 days. I'd recommend 1 or 2 episodes a day for optimum enjoyment, so I have nobody to blame for this one but myself. In terms of its conclusion, Exkaiser offers a solid ending spanning several episodes featuring intense battles with everyone at their max power and some emotional moments between characters as its narrative comes to a close. I think this style of ending fits the anime perfectly, and if you enjoyed its characters, then you'll be sad to see it end. Overall, I give Brave Exkaiser an 8 out of 10. Its visuals held up well and will likely be enjoyable for anyone looking to have fun with some wholesome morals, nostalgic robots, and comical antics. I should also add that the mech designs were created by the acclaimed Kunio Okawara, the first artist to be credited as mechanical designer in anime. He's worked on countless mech titles, including numerous Gundam series. Okawara is also the mechanical designer for the entire Brave franchise, so I'm looking forward to watching more. So what are your favorite Brave series? If you decide to give this one a chance, come back and tell me what you thought. Thanks to Nia-chan for 3rd-tier Patreon support, and to all who support these videos on Patreon or by buying anime or manga through my affiliate links in the video description. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon with another anime review.